Ambassador Mukherjee, is there going to be further deniability now from Pakistan, or do you think that the second corroboration has more or less, nailed India's stance when it comes to Pakistan being the harborer as well as the curator of terrorist activities throughout the world?
Pakistan will continue to deny it till doomsday. If you remember, in the case of Ajmal Kasab, his parents used to ring up from Lahore to ask about their son. But still, the Pakistanis denied, and when he was hanged, they refused to take back his body. So, this uh, video and the photos which have come in are absolute damning evidence that there is a clear Pakistani establishment and Pakistani army hand in what happened in Pahalgam. But the point is that Pakistan will continue to deny it. But it will be difficult for Pakistan's friends, uh, including its friends in the West, except, and of course, China will support Pakistan. But in the West, it will start raising eyebrows and many questions because in the West, they are sensitive to these kind of videos. The fact that the LET Lashkar-e-Taiba guys try to barge in into a private funeral by family, it also demonstrates that the locals are not in favor of their kids getting into the clutches of LET. That is also very interesting that they wanted a private funeral. The other issue here is that Operation Mahadev was important for closure for the mourning of the relatives of the victims of Pahalgam. They needed Operation Mahadev, and so did the country, because we were all waiting to be informed that those who perpetrated these massacres have been eliminated. So that was very important for us. I agree that there are much bigger fish to fry, which I'm sure we will do in our own time. But this was very important. After Operation Sindoor, Operation Mahadev at least closed one chapter for the families of the victims. The other issue here is that we have been providing evidence systematically to our allies in the West and to the United States about Pakistani involvement in terrorist activities, heinous terrorist attacks directed at India. Despite that, they have been very slow in responding. If India had been in a similar position, they would have condemned us immediately, straight away, without any hesitation. So at least with this damning evidence, we would be able to tell our Western interlocutors, as well as the UN, because it's against international law what happened in Pahalgam, that Pakistan, thankfully, its chairmanship of the UN Security Council ended on 31st of July. So at least one nuisance is over for us. Um, but we need to take it up at every level, and we need to disseminate it through social media and through our own media, through our diplomats, through our interlocutors in the West, etc., to organizations and entities which are very sensitive on these issues, like the Human Rights Council, like the French Assemblée Nationale, organizations, European Parliament, organizations which are particularly sensitive to these kind of issues. We need to disseminate it so that people understand that Pakistan, until it is broken up into four pieces, is a country harboring terror. It is the harbinger of terror. The Americans are most welcome to go and get shot down in Baluchistan, which has already told United States that Baluchistan is an independent country which is under foreign occupation. That's how the Baluchis reacted to President Trump telling us to buy Pakistani oil. They're most welcome to go and try. It's not an issue for us. But we have to keep at it and keep chasing these guys until they understand that any major terrorist attack on India will be treated, as PM said, as an act of war. Vineet.